Hi, I'm Hildur, author of the book Heal Yourself to Happiness. I'm in Iceland now, which explains why I'm so heavily dressed. I think this video is going to be about the importance of loving yourself. We need to love ourselves. That's the most important thing. It doesn't matter who else loves us, just as long as we love ourselves. Because if we love ourselves, we can love the whole world, but if we don't love ourselves, we can't really love anyone else. We think we love somebody else, but we really don't. We are just seeking their approval or seeking their acceptance and trying to change ourselves to be what they want us to be. We are exactly like we plan to be in this life. Before we were born, we chose our lesson. And to enable us to do this lesson, we chose the people, we chose our family and our circumstances and the country. Very often we chose circumstances that made us feel inadequate. Perhaps we chose a family that's so different from us, completely different from us, that we feel wrong in every way and inadequate always and not good enough. So that's how we grow up. We just feel, even though they don't say, we just feel we're different. We feel that we are not tough enough, we are too soft, or we are too emotional, too sensitive, too whatever. If I tell you that you are exactly like the way you plan to be on this earth, and there's a reason for every aspect of you, then I hope that you will accept yourself exactly the way you are. Everyone is unique. And if we were all the same, life would be so boring. We would keep running into copies of ourselves, and there would be nothing to talk about and nothing to get to know about any other person. So it's much more fun that we are all different and see the difference and embrace the difference. Instead of trying to change yourself to be what somebody else wants you to be so that they will love you, why don't you just focus on being what you want to be, and so that you can love yourself? Of course, it's easy to accept our strengths because, we're good at this, we're good at that, something that we accept and that people around us have accepted as our strengths. But it's harder to do with our weaknesses. And I suggest that we try to find a word to describe those weaknesses in another way. Weaknesses are like a coin, and there are two sides. So one side is a negative one and the other side is a positive. So let's say that we are too sensitive, and we take that as a weakness. We take in all emotions from everybody. We sense how other people are feeling. We sense, what they're thinking and everything, and we think it's such a horrible thing because we don't want this. We become codependent. We try to change ourselves so that we do not disturb these other people. Whereas if we flip the coin and start looking at it from a positive perspective, we see that we sense how other people feel, and we can make it make it to our advantage, as in we can make the world a better place. We are not responsible for other people's actions or feelings or thoughts. Other people have to deal with them, but it makes us more understand better how other people are feeling, and makes us more gentle towards other people. We know that words can hurt, so we don't say anything hurtful to other people, and that makes the world a better place. Because if everyone is gentle with their words, life would be so much easier. So we have to teach, or by being soft and accepting ourselves the way we are teaching other people to be gentle. We chose to be sensitive because we're old souls. We want to feel with other people. We don't want to be egocentric and just bully our way through life. We want to feel other people. I thought it would be so quiet here in Iceland. Okay, about loving yourself, I say on a scale from 0 to 10, 10 is loving you the most and 0 is loving you the least. Try to have it as an 8. So by saying I love myself, saying positive affirmations, we can actually learn to love ourselves, think positively about our body, I know it's hard, especially for women, to love your body, but we should try. When I started saying positive affirmations, it's like, I love myself. And the voice inside my head was like, dream on. Then I said, I am perfect the way I am. And my inner voice said, what about your thighs? So the inner voice is always trying to talk us down. And we just have to say, my thighs are very sexy. All men love them. So I can love them also. Or whatever you need to say to yourself to accept yourself exactly the way you are. So positive affirmations coin your weaknesses in a different way, in a positive way. Clean your mind, clean your thinking. Stop thinking negative thoughts. Read my book, Heal Yourself to Happiness. It's all in there. Because our mind is trained to think negative thoughts about ourselves because of society demanded it. But now it's time to change those thoughts. Start thinking more positively about yourself. You can train your mind just as it was trained to think negative thoughts. You can train it to think positive thoughts. And remember, you are exactly the way you plan to be in this life. You are perfect the way you are. You are beautiful. You are fabulous and special. So you can accept yourself exactly the way you are and love yourself exactly the way you are. Until next time, take care and love yourself.